And then Allah Ta'ala send out the prophets and messengers to mankind to show them the right way and warn them of the enemy, Shaitan. And so the prophets came, Nuh alayhi salam, Idris, up to Muhammad alayhi salam. So this is the real battle, this is the real war, this is the real struggle against the Shaitan. So we have not to forget this. We have not to forget this, because this will lead us to the truth of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam being sent to mankind, all mankind and jinn. And this would be, as we said, an introduction episode for our subject, Muhammad.
This audio file has been recorded and distributed by SalafiTapes.com.
Muhammad, the oppressed prophet and messenger, who is oppressed by people that he was sent to, such as what we see these days from the Danish and Netherlands. Wallahu a'lam. Anyway, if you have any questions, inshallah ta'ala, we can take now. Okay, go ahead, Abdul Hamid, and give a shukr. Give shukr. I want to know what is correct regarding this issue. If a person is praying behind an imam and the imam does not or does taslim, however the follower does not do taslim and waits to finish his tashahhud and then does taslim, is this correct? Yes, it is correct. You have to complete the taslim, the tashahhud. You have to say the tashahhud completely. You cannot just stop at the middle of it, because the imam made taslim. Because once the imam made taslim, you're separated. Then you can continue, but you try not to make it too long. You try not to make it too long. No. What if one says that the imam is there to be followed? Yes, that's true. But now the imam is finished his prayer, no following now. But as I said, you don't wait too long. You just wait. I assume that you still need for a couple of seconds to finish. It's not a long time. Allahu A'lam. Yes, give shukr. You posted it. I could not. Now I saw it. Alright. How do we understand the different elements of creation, water, dust, clay, mentioned in the kitab? Is water part of Adam's creation or Bani Adam? Well, Allah Ta'ala said in the Quran, Allah Ta'ala said, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ. وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ. I made out of water every living existence. Not only mankind, but even everything else which has a soul. It is created of water, and water is part of its creation. Now, dust and clay, in dust as the word in English, in Arabic I could understand it as ghubar, dust. Dust is the flying sand. But in the Quran you don't see dust, you see turab, and turab could be soil, and soil and clay and mud, mud. Both these three things are very close to each other. These are qualities of sand, it's qualities of sand. Qualities of sand, which is clay, mud, and sand or soil. Allahu A'lam. And this is part of the creation of Adam alayhi salam. Hadith of Sahih al-Bukhari, when married. And well, this is a lack of understanding. This is a lack of understanding. First of all, it is not rape. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ married Aisha when she was mature, when she reached the age of maturity, and she had menses. And if you just understand or know and try and ask the medicine doctors, they would tell you that the woman is ready for marriage and pregnancy once she has the menses. Once she has menses, then she is ready for pregnancy, and pregnancy cannot be except with marriage or otherwise with some sexual intercourses. And this wasn't only at the Arab, and that's why it wasn't wondered at that time. If you can see, there were Christians, there were Jews, there were many other nations around Medina, in Medina and around Medina, and none of them was wondering like you. Maybe because they used to understand the situation properly, maybe because their mind were mature enough to understand these things. But today's people, like in the West, for example, they don't understand how come a man marry a woman as young as Aisha when she was 9, but she was a woman, not a girl. She was a woman that time. She had menses, but at the same time, they accept all this corruption occurring in the West, and they know it, but they do like orchards. They put their heads in the soil, and they just keep making themselves convinced with what they say and debate. And that is the real thing that wonders. As it is said by many Westerns who are dealing with the issue of justice. So this is not as you explained it as rape, because you know what rape means. Rape is what's happening there, and rape is to force a woman to practice sexual intercourse with you, but not through marriage. This is marriage. And as you know in Islam, or as maybe you don't know, it seems to me that you don't know, in Islam, the virgin woman must not be married except if she permits and allows and agrees and clearly say, or at least she saw some show that she is shy to answer, but her permission is essential in marriage in Islam. Is essential in marriage in Islam. Naam, Allahu A'lam. Yeah, exactly, yeah. She said no one is allowed to marry a woman in Islam. How old is she if she doesn't agree? No one is allowed to do that. And this is, in Islam, is impermissible kind of marriage. And this made that woman, when the Prophet ﷺ died when she was 18 years old, she never ever thought that she's going to marry another man, because she found a man who is not like every other man, although he was older than her by some many years. But she found a good treatment from the Prophet ﷺ that she never saw with any man, and that cannot be found with any man until the day of resurrection. And the other thing is, he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam married a woman who's older than him, too old, like Salama. When he was virgin, as we can say, meaning he never practiced any sexual intercourse, when he was 25 years old, he married Khadija, who was 14 years old, and the like. And Salama was very old, Sauda was old. So he did not force her. He did not force her. No one forced her. No one took that as a force or a rape or unjust. Even the Jew who were living in Medina, they did not find that strange. They did not find that, because this is what people use to do. Today, as you know, for example, in the Western countries, they mix both male and female together from first grade in school, and they see that some of them even may rape. And the thing is, sex in the Western world, they respect no one. They respect no one. They say that, 9 years old girl, even if she's if she's mature, she's not allowed to be married, this. But they see a 9 and 10 years old pregnant or pushing a trolley, or 12 years old pushing a trolley from home, from a friend, and it goes like that. And these children go to the beach and they see men and women almost naked, and this is normal and natural. And they have a ride with their parents in their car and go through all the ways and the streets, and they see the advertisement, how bad it is, about underwears, and then TV channels which show such kind of things, and even very dirty movies. Although this corruption is happening there, although you see it in your family, you see it, and be a man, be brave and say the truth if you are a man, or be brave if you are a woman and say the truth. You see this in your family, you see it. Yet they try to kill the chastity and raise this unchastity to be as the